People look at you strange saying you changed, like you worked that hard to stay the same. Like you're doing all this for a reason.
Welcome and thank you for tuning into the channel. This is episode 83 of Boxes in the Basement. I appreciate you once again taking time to lock in with me. I know there's so many sneakers you can do a review on or unboxing or what have you. And there are only certain ones that I pick and choose to highlight. And let me just be the first one to say, the Lebrons I'm not a fan of as far as the sneaker. Like I got away from them. They used to be cool. Like 1 through 5 was dope for me. The 1s was phenomenal. The 3s and 4s. But then they started going to this big old air bubble across the whole sole, and it was just heavy, real clunky, obviously made for LeBron and, you know, his power, speed, explosiveness, athleticism. But for me, it wasn't good. So I have the witnesses, the soldiers, and then his LeBron signature shoe. Although they're all under his name and his umbrella, his signature shoe is the one that he plays in the game. And even when he was with Miami, the playoffs, he used to change out of his signature and go into the soldiers, and then sometimes even the witness. Fan of LeBron as far as like some of the creeds and morals that he lives by, as far as the strive for greatness and putting that encouragement, inspiration, the motivation, like all that stuff. I am a fan of that. With that being said, reason why I got this colorway is because they were $42, actually $42.97. I seen this in, you know, some shoes. I see a picture of them. I can kind of see how they're made. You know, obviously you can see it through the whole base of the shoe. So I kind of knew it was going to give you that air bubble feel, but it wasn't going to give you that big old huge air bubble because it kind of stops right here. It doesn't go to the front. Like I was mentioning earlier, the LeBron signatures, the air bubble went all the way to the front. And, you know, it took away from the court feel. The comfortability may have been there, but the heaviness, the bulkiness, you know, just the bricks, center blocks on your feet, I just wasn't a fan of. I kind of knew it was going to give you some of that comfortability, but give you a little bit court feel. It's not a high top, but it's not a low top. It's a mid cut. Normally we like to go with the low tops, but every now and again, you got to mix it up. And as you can see, I got all the sizes that they had in this colorway because you just can't beat that. It was like $130 for 3 pairs of sneakers. Like, that's easy. Keep some in the closet and then you just hoop, work out in one, and then once you know, it gets a little older, you know, I end up giving them away or donating them, and then you got another one. So I don't really like the white because it gets dirty faster, but it does look a little bit more clean, a little bit more sleek. So we'll just go up from the bottom up. It goes all the way around. It's close to its original form for what I know about this particular material. Durable. It's soft, but it's not too soft like, you know, Adidas does with their Boost technology, but it does give you that responsiveness that you need, and it goes all the way around, you know, sits all over top of the air. It has this hard plastic TPU material. It gives the impression that it goes all the way across the bottom, but it doesn't. Just is on the sides, gives you that cage lockdown for your heel. Can't forget, see the zigzag pattern for the sole, and a lot of shoes are starting to take away. I know the Giannis Antetokounmpos, the Zoom freaks are taking away that rubber right here. So when you are moving, cutting, the agility, the lateral movements, and making you more agile. It's like the heavy rubber on the medial side of you. This is what I was mentioning a couple episodes ago. I like the 2 different materials woven into one rather than it being one canvas. A lot of times, depending on the graphics that they use, they needed to use one, but I'm a fan of this. As you can see, the shoe isn't just all green and it's not all just the parallel lines. This is a mesh that goes around. Premium material. LeBron, majority of the time, uses the premium material. It gives a more like secure fit, in my opinion. If you take a jacket or just say a shirt, if you take a shirt and just put it on and it's all one piece, it'll fit a certain way. But if you have a shirt where the collar is separate, the sleeves are separate, it fits you a little bit more securely. You know what I mean? A more custom fit, if you can catch my drift. I'm a fan of that. It has a swoosh on the outside. Not on the inside, it just has it on the heel part. It does have a lot of padding in here for the heel and the Achilles support. I do like that. That's one of the reasons why I like wearing mid-top, because it gives you that extra Achilles protection. And then it drops down, not below your ankle bone. So when I try this on, this doesn't hurt, where there's some shoes where it drops below. So depending on the sock that you're using, depending on how high you tie your laces up and how, you know, securely you lock your laces down, that will, you know, add to that added pressure, which I like this because it doesn't give me that. Only thing that I would say would be like the tongue. If you can see how the tongue doesn't stop short, it drops down into the shoe. So that on top of the material, on top of your ankle, may give you a little bit. You may have to relace and then see how that fits. But I'm a fan of that. Has the mesh tongue, just all one material. Yeah. So I didn't want to make this too long. These are just some of the talking pieces that I wanted to mention. I did have my eye on this. There was a couple different colorways. It was like this yellow, like orange, peach, white silhouette. But this one I just like because it caught my eye. It was like green, but it wasn't green. It gives me those Miami type vibes. I gotta probably get a shirt or something, you know what I mean, to mix it up with. I got a couple black Nike tees that I can throw on with this, and you know, I can hoop in it, gray, black, even white pair of shorts, or you can just mix it up and even go purple if you want. Dick Sporting Goods, I appreciate you. $42.97. Episode 83 of Boxes in the Basement. If you haven't tried this one, try it. Peace.